Hello, and thank you for purchasing Polaris Keratoscope from Keysight. This is an instructional video on mounting Polaris Keratoscope on a surgical microscope. For these purposes, we are using Zeiss PMI S8 microscope. These are the parts that we will require and you were provided from Keysight. It's a tablet holder in disassembled state, Polaris Keratoscope, and tablet with USB hub mounted on it. There are two prerequisites for mounting Polaris Keratoscope on the microscope. First, you have to have the dovetail adapter, standard biome adapter for the microscope. And secondly, the objective on the microscope need to be 200 millimeters working distance or longer. The 175 millimeter working distance is too short because Polaris will take up some of the surgical space. So this objective can be easily unscrewed and replaced with another objective that has 200 millimeters or longer working distance. The working distance is marked on objective in millimeters. The next step is mounting keratoscope on the microscope. We insert the top dovetail into the dovetail adapter on the microscope and tighten the screw. The position should be controlled by the position of objective. There is a round aperture at the top of the keratoscope and need to be roughly aligned with objective center. Then you tighten holding screw. Place some kind of target underneath the microscope and make sure that the microscope view is unobstructed. Next step involves putting the individual fingers into the pad of the tablet PC holder. This is how the final assembly looks, and we use these rubberized stops to close the slot so that the fingers will be held in place. Next step is to slide these two T protrusions into these two slots and lock them in place. There is a clickable lock here. This is how the final joint looks. One additional comment here is that the C-clamp here has two positions, and you can adjust for a wider C-clamps by putting screws in these slots. You'll have to use Phillips screwdriver, or for the smaller gap of C-clamp using these positions. Next step is to mount the holder on the bar that holds microscope head and tighten the screw to hold it reliably in place. The grip of the C-clamp can be expanded by moving these two Phillips screws in this position, but for Zeiss microscope we use a smaller grip. This is how the final version of the tablet PC holder mounted on the microscope looks like. Keysight provides 4 adhesive strips with Velcro which we suggest to mount on the pad of the tablet holder. Once you remove the adhesive tape from them and mount the tablet PC, the back of the PC will adhere to those Velcro strips, and it will provide additional safety for holding tablet in place. Keysight also provides plastic zip tie that we suggest to use in a crisscross orientation for additional security of mounting tablet holder. Plug the USB hub into only a USB connector on the tablet. The orange connector on the other side has a special key feature, and it is only used for power and tablet PC. The tablet PC comes from manufacturer with a removable keyboard, and you remove it and mount the tablet PC without keyboard. You will use touch screen when using it on microscope. Insert the tablet PC between 4 fingers of the tablet PC holder. For bigger weight, one needs to adjust the resistance of the microscope arm so that it can hold Polaris Keratoscope and tablet PC. Plug both USB cables from Polaris Keratoscope into USB hub in no particular order. This microscope has assistant microscope, so we normally mount tablet PC on the left near the bar, but in this microscope we are crossing the holder on the right, and the tablet PC is mounted on the right of the doctor's microscope. So these fingers are somewhat flexible. You can just insert the tablet PC and snap it in. Plug the USB side of the power cable into the tablet PC power supply. The other end of power cable has special key feature and goes into the socket that has orange color in it. For fine alignment, place the target into the illumination field of the microscope, center it, and make sure it is centered on the video of the Polaris. This is the final configuration of Polaris Keratoscope mounted on the microscope. It is aligned with microscope objective and microscope optical paths. It is connected to the tablet PC, mounted on the microscope using tablet PC holder. All the cables are plugged into USB hub in the back of the tablet PC, and USB hub itself is plugged into the tablet PC.